if it wants serious trade talks. The Commerce Ministry's sharp statement follows President Trump's 145% tariffs on Chinese goods, which Beijing calls coercive. Officials in Beijing say they're open to talks, but only if Washington shows sincerity when it takes concrete action. They accuse the US of seeking talks while escalating pressure behind the scenes. State media insists that the US is more desperate to resolve the trade war, but both sides are using vague language to avoid looking weak. Experts call it the game of chicken between Trump and President Xi, with both leaders eyeing de-escalation but refusing to appear soft. Meanwhile, top Trump advisor Stephen Miller said that the United States needs a trade relationship with China that safeguards both its economic and national security. Let's listen in to what he said.
We need to have a trade relationship with China that does not do harm to our nation's economic and national security. And that has to be the guidepost of any objective. At the same time, tariffs will bring significant revenue into this country that will allow us to pursue our dramatic...
Meanwhile, Japan's envoy says talks with the US have been frank and constructive, with further rounds scheduled in mid-May. Japan still faces sweeping tariffs on cars and steel. Meanwhile, Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum says her conversation with Trump was positive, but there's still no deal to lift tariffs. She wants fairer trade terms, especially in automotive and metals. Despite signs of dialogue, hard stances remain on all sides, continuing to leave global markets watching and waiting for a breakthrough. Let's listen to what Claudia Sheinbaum said in her official statement.
Fue una muy buena conversación. Y aunque no hay un acuerdo específico, lo importante es que estamos trabajando en ello. Y hay un deseo por parte del gobierno de los Estados Unidos y nuestro en que alcancemos todavía mejores acuerdos en materia comercial. Lo que está muy interesado el gobierno de los Estados Unidos es en disminuir el déficit, que ellos llaman déficit con México. Y desde hace tiempo nosotros hemos estado planteando que busquemos la manera en toda la economía de cómo puede comprarse más hacia los Estados Unidos y nosotros, es decir, tener aún más comercio que el que tenemos de ambas partes para beneficio de ambos países.
Staying with tariffs now, and the US Chamber of Commerce has warned the White House of irreparable harm to small businesses due to ongoing tariffs. In a letter sent on Wednesday, the Chamber urged immediate tariff relief to avoid a potential recession. It called on the administration to grant automatic tariff exclusions for small business importers. The letter also asked for exclusions on goods not produced in the US or essential to jobs. Chamber CEO Suzanne Clark said higher costs and broken supply chains are endangering businesses daily. She added raising prices on basic goods will only hurt families already struggling to pay their bills. Moving on now, and a Gaza-bound aid flotilla has reportedly come under attack in international waters in what activists believe was an Israeli drone strike. The vessel Conscience, part of the pro-Palestine Freedom Flotilla coalition, was struck off the coast of Malta just after midnight as it prepared to sail for Gaza to deliver aid and challenge the blockade on the territory. There were activists from 21 countries on board when 2 drone strikes hit the hull, sparking a fire and knocking out power. No casualties have been reported, but communication was lost soon after the attack. Organisers suspect Israel was behind the strike, though no official claim has been made. A past flotilla in 2010 was intercepted by Israeli forces, resulting in 10 deaths and a diplomatic